don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it.
Okay, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the newly named Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Stephen Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway in Southern California. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set, ready. Walk 54. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
On first down, Downs to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Here's Jones. And now look at him go. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Aaron Jones, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. A gain of 3, second down. This Week 1 matchup between the Colts and the Chargers, there are a couple of ties between the two franchises. Of course, Colts head coach Frank Reich, he spent 2 seasons as the Chargers offensive coordinator in 2014 and 15. Then he would have 2 years as the Eagles OC before coming to Indianapolis. But also, Colts fans, they do not have good memories of the 2007 and 2008 seasons, both times losing to the Chargers in the playoffs when they felt like they had a team that could have gone to the Super Bowl. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go. You ain't doing nothing.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
West. Hayward. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now Haskins on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And the Colts 1st down.
Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside with one of my college coaches used to call the Briar Patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Fielded just inside the 30. so dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
Check 15, check 15.
On second down, a run with Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm here all day.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
55, go. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch twins. Check 26.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here I come again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Dobbs to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Check the heartbeat. Ball try.
Now this time he'll look to throw, and that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
They'll go again to Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mike 3. Combo. Here we go. Set up. Mike 3. 0-0, Mike 3.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 4. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Hey, get that quarterback at all costs.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action now. Haskins. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup.
We are are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, hold on. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, they go option to the right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down to stretch in the 4th. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Freeman again. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go with Haskins. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Throwing now is Haskins. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now it's Haskins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Haskins to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Sets up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but... oh, now Breida loses it. So this one winds up in Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be